All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to do a recording with Screencastify. This is real. This is raw. This is not going to be a perfect recording, but I'm going to be quick and hopefully show you some things that you can do. I had made this paper a while back, and so I put these things in here, and I get this: perfect people are not real people, and real people are not perfect. Okay, because your recordings are not necessarily going to be perfect, and that's okay. You're talking to the kids. I actually have recently found that I like doing the webcam because they can see my face. I feel like I'm interacting with them more. But if you just want to make a recording while you are lecturing and you just have the recording software going and you've got, I was thinking even your AirPods, if you don't have a little other recording mechanism, that lecture you were saying is better than nothing. They want they want what's happening in your class. Okay. All right. I don't know what this is. Cheers to my haters. Be patient. So much more. I don't I don't know why I put that in there, but it is what it is. So accept it and let's go on. Here we go. So basically, if you do slide presentations, history, you're showing some things that you want to notate to the kids, PDFs. I use also like Active Inspire software so I can write up on the board to my students that are watching. Okay. And with that, then I can record while class is going on. I can just record while I'm teaching the class. I have my personality into it. You hear the jokes, you hear the whatever, okay? So all of that can happen. Now lab instruction. I've had labs this year, so I will do a lot of times. I'll do a little separate recording that's kind of a lead in to the activity, real short, 5-10 minutes of what's going on, and then sometimes I will then record during that lab. All right. Of course, with your Active Inspire software, however you're doing this, are you doing an iPad where you're doing things on your iPad? All of these, your recordings can work. Okay. Oh, yeah. And showing the internet. I have learned how to, and actually, I just did that last Friday, learn how to play a video on the screen. And I have this sound going on in this mic. Okay. So it used to just get this. But I have made it and I figured out the button you got to push so that the kids in the recording can hear the audio or the audio from the what's on the computer as well. Okay. All right. So here we go. Here is the steps. And so here's a written out document. All right. So I have my computer plugged into my Promethean board. Okay. If you want to do it with an iPad, then let's talk separately. This is going to be for you have the Promethean board and you have stuff going on the Promethean board. You're writing on it, you're showing things on it, doing videos on it. Okay. I wear a wireless microphone. You get to look like a gamer. Yay. Okay. So then when I pull up my browser, see, look, there up here is this little icon. That's your Screencastify. You click on that. And I can't show you that right now because I'm in a recording session. But when you click on that, so see, I've been recording for 3 minutes and 45 seconds already, but it will come up with this picture right here. Okay, and it'll ask you, what do you want to do? And so then you can decide if you want a webcam, embed the webcam. That's like what you see right here, so you can see me. I think it's a bit more engaging. Okay. Default, you can set your microphone. Is it the computer sound or is it like the wireless mic or however you're doing that? Then you click record. When you click record, then that'll bring you to another screen. And the next screen, it said, okay, what do you actually want to show in this recording? Okay, you could show just little pieces of things. For example, if all I wanted to show was the internet, then I could highlight just that particular. I could I could put here an application window and just have that show. So that would mean regardless of what I click on, all it's going to show is what application is open. It's easier for me just to remember. I just do the desktop because then I know if it's showing on here, then that's what the recording is showing. Okay. So there you go. So there's that. And then you click on that, and then you would click down at the bottom where it says share. Okay. And then it starts giving you a timer, a countdown. It'll go 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Yep. 3-second warning. You can even adjust the length of the warning that you get. And so I like to hide this little bar. I click hide so it'll go away. Otherwise, that bar right there stays on the bottom of your recording, and it's kind of annoying to me when I can just click hide and it goes away. All right, see, right now while I'm recording, you don't have that bar down at the bottom, okay? Um, otherwise, here it would be. There it is. There's that bar, okay? So I hide it. All right, yada, 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 talk, 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 so on and so forth. When you are done, then you are ready to stop sharing. Okay. So then what I do is since I hide my little thing, scroll my sharing bar, come down here, pull it up, and I click stop sharing. Okay. So what happens when you stop sharing, then it will pull up this screen here in your Chrome browser, in your internet. Okay. So it'll automatically pull this up and it'll start processing it. Okay. So it will, if you have it synced to your Google Drive, which I guess you probably would, since that's the account that it's on because the school paid for it. Now then I come right here where this says untitled, then I come right there and I retitle it something meaningful, like lecture on whatever or going over this homework. Okay. And so then after that, there's this screen over to the right hand side. So it does an automatic upload onto your Google Drive. Okay. So you could just go find that video there in your Google Drive. It's in a folder there, Screencastify Google Drive. Okay. I could even probably find it here. If I looked in my Google Drive, I could probably go find my Screencastify folder in here. But I'll tell you that I do not use those direct lectures. Okay, see, here it is, Screencastify. So that folder has got all of the videos I've ever recorded because they automatically upload to that Google Drive. Okay, um, I don't use that to give to the students, and I could. I think, though, that over time, what happened was I would have some students who wouldn't have access, or it would be more difficult to view on their phone or whatever. But for whatever reason in the past, I had decided that it was a better use of for the students, an easier download, an easier watch if it was a YouTube video. Because when it goes to YouTube, it's compressing that file and not making it so heavy of a download and stuff. So I made a YouTube account. Okay, and you could make it YouTube account under your school. You have under your school account email, and if you need lesson on how to do that, that's fine. I actually have one that's not my school email because I didn't want to limit these videos to students or parents that had to have a school account. So I don't know. If you want to limit it because you don't want your video out there, then limit it. Okay. School account only. All right. So here we go. Look here. Here's these sharing options. I publish it to YouTube. And so when I click publish to YouTube, then it'll ask me, how do you want to do this? Do you want to make it public? Do you want to make it private so that only I can see it? Public, anybody can. Now, unlisted, see, you might like this one. Unlisted would mean that only people that have the link could watch that video. It's not just going to show up out there unless people are in your Canvas and can click on a link. Okay, so you might really like that unlisted one. So you can do that, and then as soon as it finishes processing it on YouTube, then it'll say, "Here you go. Here's your link. Would you like to copy it?" And I just click, "Yep, I I click copy the link, and then I go immediately right away and put it into my Canvas lesson. Okay, so really super duper easy in your Canvas lesson. I'm sure that you've figured out how to do that. I just made 3 or 4 videos tonight for some stuff, and here's an example of what that looks like. I mean, every day I have my lecture videos, so whenever you pull that up, then I state what it is. Here's the lecture video. So here's their lesson for that day that they had to do. Okay. And that's exactly the same discussion and everything that I'm having with my face to face learners as the remote learners are doing. So I just feel really passionately about making sure that my remote learners are getting that same educational experience that my face to face students are. I can feel like I can, even though it's just me talking to them, I feel it's a bit more personable, and that I can really give them what they need educationally through these videos. So I hope that you find it easy enough. It'll get easier. Please don't expect it to be perfect. I just did one dry run at this. I'm going to be done with it and I'm going to upload it and it's good to go. Okay. So it's just there and that's the best thing. And that's all you have time for. And so doing that is wonderful and great for the kids. So I hope this helps you to reach out there and do lessons for your students on video on Screencastify. So here I go. I'm going to press stop sharing and stop.